Hello everyone, I'm Rohini, an editor with the Fifth Estate, and here I have with me Rithik, who is contesting for the position of Institute Hostel Affairs Secretary. So, my first question to you is: there is a severe disparity in the infrastructure and maintenance of various hostels on campus at the moment. Students paying the same amount of hostel fees have access to very different hostel facilities and living situations. Do you have any plans to bridge this gap? If yes, how?
Currently, we have very much limited infrastructure in the hostels because of hostel Ganga and Sarayu being fully renovated and Sarayu, Brahmaputra and Krishna being partially renovated, due to which students have to be shifted to other hostels and have had to be accommodated in a very congestion manner. And during the allocation process, we also had the issue of hostel secretaries not being available because we didn't have a hostel allocation last year. So this was a very challenging task for the committee or to do the hostel allocation. And also coming to the infrastructure, uh, during the process of allocation, we had Brahmaputra hostel, which was under renovation partially. So we requested the engineering unit to partially repair some of the wings so that we can accommodate the students in.
Moving on to the second question. There have been a considerable number of complaints regarding the quality and hygiene of the food served in the messes, with many taking to emailing the student body to draw attention to the issue. As Hostel Affairs Secretary, how do you plan to deal with this problem?
Coming to the issue of food in the mess quality and the hygiene issues in the messes, uh, due to the COVID scenario, we had bio bubble being operated, wherein the caterer was getting allotted group of people there despite his performance, which is currently scrapped right now. So, not have by this means we create a competition among caterers, which would motivate him to deliver a better standards of food, being in the quality and quantity, quantity and hygiene, and also allotted team members will have a meeting with the GSB, which would make them more interactive to the students, and and the contacts of the allotted particular mess people will be made public through the email, so that the people will feel more reachable to the MMCC team in spite of directly contacting the HAS. And also we have.
Moving on to the third question. While there are increasing concerns that the eateries on campus are reducing in number, there is another concern that is often overlooked: their reduction in quality. Most food available in these eateries are unhealthy and do not necessarily complement mess food. What is your opinion about this, and do you have any plans to improve this scenario?
Coming to the decreasing in the number of eateries available in Insti, there are factors like due to COVID, the vendors did not have enough profits, and also due to inflation rates, they did not break even through it. So uh, there are students returning back to the campus and the situation becoming normal. So this would attract vendors to come back because they have again a good number of students to cater. Uh, and also, the solution for this would be team would be trained by nutritionalists to make a healthy and nutritionist menu which would support the health of students. And also, uh, there's plan of planning to be setting up tenders for the shops in Insti, so that we can have a good competition of vendors available in the market, and increase the diversity of shops which we have in campus.
Moving on to the fourth question. One of your manifesto points is regarding displaying newspapers and magazines at HFC and CCD.
Okay.
What is your rationale behind this endeavor, especially when everything is going digital? Do you think members of the GSP would pick these printed materials up instead of using their phones, particularly when the same content is available online?
The intention of setting up a display newspaper and magazine stands at HFC is to make best utilize of the waiting time for the students who are visiting HFC and CCD. So this could be a better alternative for the students who are going alone or with friends, rather than scrolling through the phones. This would also reduce the screen time and also help students get a better idea of what's happening in Insti. by reading the magazines about Insti, which would be set up in the facilities. And also, we have a lot of student teams which generate a very good content every time. So this would be a collection of all the materials from different teams where the students can go have a look and pick up what they want from the magazine stand and have a look and update about what's happening in the Insti, and they'll be more aware and
Thank you. This is your final question. Soon after students returned to campus, the cycle shops were flooded with old and rusted cycles. While the prices quoted for the service of different cycles largely depended on the parts that needed servicing, there are no baseline prices for the different services they offer, and there have been complaints that the prices quoted change from student to student. Do you agree or disagree? Why or why not?
So coming to the repair of cycles in Insti, most of the cycles were left abandoned due to the COVID time, and and the condition of cycles was in that state that there was a lot of replacement and a lot of repair to be made in the cycle. So this has changed the pricing of cycle to cycle because the model and the condition of each cycle and the part to be replaced is different. So there was no uniformity because the condition was different to every state. Some were parked under the shed and some were directly exposed to the sky. Uh, Repair charge was based on the condition of the cycle, and prices have been decided during the tendering process, and students were charged based on that one. So so the pricing is very much which was earlierly decided during the tender itself, and there is no change in the pricing cost from the tendering to now.
Thank you, Rithik, and good luck.